Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Language conversation, man. We're going to start off with the cold language conversation. We talking about toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity, man. Let me pull it up. Here we go. So I looked up the meaning of toxic masculinity, right? Because I had to try to figure out what exactly it is. So here we go. This is what I found. It says toxic masculinity, a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole. And then it says in quotations, the destructive messages associated with toxic masculinity can lead to men feeling entitled to engage in violence against women. Interesting. So when you look at it from that standpoint, let's break down this definition: a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole. Now, listen, when you look at this meaning of toxic masculinity, it says a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men. But by who, though? The framework of this concept is coming from a feminine standpoint. Am I reading into that wrong? Talk to me, chat. Is the framework of this definition coming from a feminine angle, or am I reading into it wrong? It says toxic masculinity is a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole. Who is determining these things? Who's determining that this attitude and the ways of behaving are expected of? Whose determination is this? This doesn't seem like a man wrote this definition. You hear me, chat? It don't seem like a man wrote this definition. So off the rip is rooted in feminism. From what I just hold on. Y'all smell that? I smell feminism. I smell feminism. It's rooted. The concept in its inception seems to be rooted in a biased frame of thinking, because all the way until you get down to the part. Let me see if I can share this tab with y'all right quick. But all the way till you get down to the part where it says something about causing men to do the domestic damage, you know what I'm saying? All the way until it gets down to that part, I don't really see. It just sounds like they describing men being men as a problem. Let me bring this in. Hold on, chat. Let me bring this in. All right, y'all see that? I hope y'all can see that, chat. 333 if y'all can see my screen. I think y'all got it. So look. This the definition, y'all. It's saying a set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole. So what type of behaviors fall under that? What does that encompass, chat? What behaviors is there? Now, when you get down to this section right here where it says that the destructive messages associated with toxic masculinity can lead to men feeling entitled to engage in violence against women. This concept is already just something that certain men gonna do and certain men not gonna do. Some men, like, they move like that. That's a type of person. That you can't strap a concept on that and then start throwing it around whenever a guy do guy shit. I feel like the term toxic masculinity has been slutted out, and really it's starting to just encompass everything masculine. So if you just being masculine, they view it as toxic. Is that not what it has become? If y'all disagree, let me know. But chat, I don't see it that way. I definitely feel like this term has been slutted out, and abused and misused. There's no, if a man commits a domestic upon a woman or a woman to a man, those are personality types. Those are character flaws or issues or areas of opportunity. If the okay, so if the man is nonchalant and the woman got anger issues and she go upside his head with a pot, is she also toxic masculinity or is she toxic femininity? You see what I'm saying? Or is she just toxic? Putting the word toxic in front of masculinity and then the way the term got abused, it really put men in a situation where they were just being looked at a certain way for operating and being men. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe in toxic masculinity. I think this shit is fabricated. It's agenda based, and it was the term itself was made to again help shepherd the flock, guide the sheep, how to think, how to start looking at us, how to view us, you know what I mean? And then it also what it does is on the flip side of toxic masculinity and the constant promotion of male emotions and oh you can talk and you can say how you feel and it's okay to cry on TV and all this other dumb shit. You just made it cool and normal to be soft as hell, and men ain't supposed to be soft as hell. We're not supposed to have a nation full of soft ass dudes, emotionally unregulated ass dudes that are deprived of the warmth of a woman by and large because the women have gone astray. That's what's going to create your violence right there. This whole toxic masculine, I don't believe in it. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. If you disagree, again, I love to hear the perspective on it, but men are men. We're barbaric in nature. A lot of the couth behavior and the couth speech that you hear us or see us exhibit, whichever one, a lot of that is because we're emotionally regulated. But in our primal nature, hawk smash, hawk smash, and that's just the real. We're domesticated now, and everyone should be thankful. But I mean, y'all seen Apocalypto? Whatever you can't protect ain't yours. If y'all never seen the movie Apocalypto, that's whatever you can't protect ain't yours. Your village, your woman, your babies, your resources, your food, your garden, your land, your territory, none of that. So in nature, we built for that, for trying to survive in that. Right now, this shit's sweet. And so now y'all feel like it's safe to be sweet with this shit. We not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. Not at the classic codes. Not at the classic codes. We got our chest out, chin tucked, ready to get our head off the line and throw a shot. You know what I mean? We stand ready. We not reactive. We proactive. So that toxic masculinity shit, that we not doing that. We not doing that. We not crying in front of our girls. We not doing that. All that. Well, if you can't cry in front, man, listen, cry in front of God. Go in your prayer closet, dog. Go to the gym at an odd hour so you can get in there alone and just do push-ups until you cry a little bit. Breathe the fire that of the dragon inside of you elsewhere. All of this being all soft and showing your divine feminine side at the house in front of man. Listen, all they should know in that house is that you ready to protect, you ready to step about them. I ain't never felt unsafe at home. You know why? Because I ain't never seen my pops be soft. All I ever seen my pops do was be ready. Ready as hell. It's stories I can't tell. Ready as hell. It's stories I can't tell. That's all I ever seen. I ain't never seen him sitting around weeping about some shit. And I'm sure that he did it, but he did it in a controlled environment. Wise man. There's no need for any of the lionesses or for Simba or for the monkeys or the chimpanzees or the zebras to see Mufasa crying when Mufasa feel like he need to cry. It's no need for them to see that. If all they ever see is Mufasa be strong, ain't no cons to that. There's no negative side effect to that. Oh, what? So now you had a perception that he don't get down, or he's just mastered stoicism. He's mastered stoicism. Nothing wrong with that. When you leading and you a big leader, you shepherd many, you got to be able to have that. You got to be able to put, hey, they don't know if it's bad or it's good. We right here. They don't know if it's bad or it's good. We right here. The enemy can't tell. Your friends can't nobody tell. We right here. Yep. But yeah, man, that's the code language for today, man. That's the code language for today.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.